So you've probably seen the ads recently about these new golf balls that are half the price of some of the more higher end golf balls on the market. They are supposed to be pretty similar, and in this post I'm going to be basically reviewing the Vice Pro Soft golf balls and talking about whether or not they're worth picking up. So what we look for whenever we were testing them out, we basically tested out different golf balls that are more suited for like the average player, kind of ones that are similar to the Pro Soft. So we compared about how it compared to others. Was it just as long as other golf balls, and how forgiving was the ball? We're also going to be talking about who it's going to be best for and also the cheapest place to pick them up. So I will just mention our gear giveaway. If you want to enter in, we do a giveaway every 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment giveaway down below. Do those 3 things and you'll be automatically entered. So the first thing I look for in a golf ball is how forgiving it is, and I'm not a low handicap player myself, so I can normally use all the forgiveness I can get. And the thing I do like best about these is they are softer, and that's going to be better for like average players. I still think that's the case with the Pro Soft. I definitely think it could be better for a lot of kind of weekend golfers, people with kind of mid to lower swing speeds, that kind of thing. I know whenever I switched to playing a softer ball, I definitely saw my game improved. So most people are playing, if they're playing a Pro V1 or something like that, they're not playing the right ball for them, and it is affecting their game. So I do think switching to this could be beneficial for you. I wouldn't say like the Pro Soft is the most forgiving ball in the market, and I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I will leave a link down below to a video I've made of my favorite golf balls for kind of your average player. And I will say I did make that video before reviewing this, so just keep that in mind. But those are pretty much any of the 7 are going to be great options. So the next thing I noticed about it was that the Vice was slightly softer than the Chrome Soft. Some people are going to like this, some people won't. I do prefer a softer ball myself, but I found the Vice to be a little bit too much in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion anyway. But I do think a lot of weekend golfers could benefit from using a softer ball like this. Around the greens, I like to have a little bit of spin to help slow the ball down, all that kind of stuff. And the spin was pretty similar to the Chrome Soft. It wasn't as much as some, but I definitely could get a little bit of spin on it. But some of the other balls are going to spin more. They're going to be quite a bit more money as well. I'm not able to put a huge amount of spin on the ball anyway, so this wasn't really a big deal for me, and it's not really going to be a big deal for most average players. But overall, I definitely like the amount of control and forgiveness I had with the Pro Soft. So the next thing I look at in a golf ball is how long it is and how it performs overall. I'd rather have a golf ball that's forgiving and accurate over something that's pure distance, and I think you should be the same. But I'll start off by saying the Vice was longer off the tee compared to the Chrome Soft. It was around like 3 yards on average longer, which doesn't sound like much, but I'll take any sort of yardage I can get. If you do like a soft ball and you do want the most distance possible, then this could be a good option for you. I also noticed that the Vice was slightly higher launching. That's most likely where the extra distance comes from, and having a nice and high ball flight is definitely a confidence booster. By ball flight, it's not always as high as I'd like it to be, so this was definitely a nice feature. But overall, the distance wasn't the longest for me, but it was longer than the Chrome Soft, and that's pretty respectable. All the other performance aspects were pretty solid, and I was happy with what I saw. So let's cover some pros and cons. So pros, the distance and forgiveness was respectable. I was able to get a decent amount of spin on them, and they had a good amount of feel and feedback to them, which some soft balls don't. So that was nice to see. Cons, it was a little bit too soft for me personally, but some people do like it, and they're still not that cheap. The ads kind of put it in a way where you can't get them for like half the price as like a Pro V1, but that's only the case if you buy in bulk. Like if you buy like 5 dozen, you can get them for a good amount. But if you just buy like 1 dozen, they are still pretty expensive. They're kind of middle of the range, maybe like $350 a ball sort of thing. Breakdown, performance, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Quality, an 8 out of 10. Value score, 8, and my per score, 8. Pretty good, not the best, not the worst, so kind of middle. Frequently asked questions: is the Vice Pro Soft good for seniors? I would say a softball like this could benefit your game definitely. What compression are they? They are a low compression softball. What ball would be similar to this? I would say I think they're quite similar to like a Callaway Chrome Soft, which we compared them to, and also like a Titleist Pro V1X. That's kind of what I found them to be quite similar to. But overall, if you are an average golfer who has a low to mid swing speed, you want a decent amount of control around the green, and you are fine with spending a little bit of money on a golf ball, then these could be for you. Like I was saying before, they aren't my favorite balls on the market, but everyone's swing is going to be different and everyone prefers different things. Everything was pretty solid on them, and that's why I would give them a thumbs up. You know, the distance was great, it had a good amount of forgiveness to it, and it's not as expensive as some of the more higher end balls like the Pro V1s or Pro V1X. But if you do like a really soft ball, then I'd say the Pro Soft could definitely be for you, and I would recommend giving it a try to see how it can impact your game. But if you'd like to see more images, reviews, or pick them up for the lowest price available, click the link in the description down below. At the time of making this video, that was the cheapest place I could find it. So you can go ahead and check out the current price if you want. And if you have any questions, just simply leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you haven't already watched and commented on our latest video, click the video card to the left and get yourself another entry into our golf giveaway.